Welcome back to my channel, angels. Warm welcome to my new angels. Welcome. So with this video, the video that we're doing today, I really wasn't going to do it. It was not in my YouTube list of what to do, but as soon as people start coming out and telling their stories, one of these ladies tagged all the YouTubers on the comments and say, like, just briefly, you know, just for their voices to be heard, for those ladies' voices to be heard, they need YouTubers to talk about this topic, you know. And never, like, even though I saw this stuff online, regardless of how traumatizing they were, I wasn't going to do a video on it because it's just way too much. But when, I don't know if I should mention her name, but when this particular lady like put that message out there, and I said, alright, if that's the case, then alright, I'll suck it up and do the video. And yeah, so like it's a raw video, you know. That's why like I had to like pull back and have some time on this and really contemplate on it. And you know, because I can't just do a video, you know, just for the sake of that topic. I have to do it with sympathy because this is way too deep, you know. So like I wrote a comment on that one of the pages, and I said like I would love to put the video out there, but only if I found carriage. But right now, no. But anyways, I found that carriage tonight. As y'all can see, I was about to go to sleep. Got my pajamas on anyways, I'm about to go to sleep. But you know, I said like, you know, as the only time that I have at the moment, you know, like every time that I pull back, I feel like I'm wasting time for the voice to be heard, you know, because there's more people coming forward with more stories, very raw ones, and it's really embarrassing for such humans to do such things to other humans, you know, to other vulnerable humans. Kids are very vulnerable. Alright, let's see how I'm gonna start this, but bear with me guys, bear with me. I don't like doing really sensitive videos, but I'll try for y'all. Just as y'all saw with my little brother's one, it was way too hard, but I'll try to keep it up for you guys on this one. I'll try. So with all of these stories circulating the internet, like I thought of AJOK KOREE. If you guys don't know her, she's a YouTuber, and her YouTube is all about the stuff that she's been through. She's been through a really tough time when she was a child, and she's one of the victims as well. So all of this circulating the internet just reminded me of her, and I'm so glad she was there before somebody else spoke up. So now everybody, the families that are coming to her, you know, and apologizing because she did not have a voice back then, but now she have it, you know. She went through it, and she went through life that she nearly wanted to get rid of herself, you know. And I'm pretty sure all of the victims have been through that and wants to, you know, just to get rid of themselves because their life have been stolen from them, you know. It's like they'll always live with that trauma every single day. And then for those that went and reported to their family, to their parents, to their loved ones, to the first people that received them in this world, reported to them, and then for them being rejected, and not believed, or everything gets swept under the rug just because of a family pride. Damn, that's heavy for them. That is so heavy. I can never feel like all of this is getting to me because I'm a mother of 3, and I can never think of anyone doing that to my daughter without me reacting. one thing people don't understand, kids don't lie, because their minds are still learning about life. Even now we're growing up, we're still learning about life. So imagine a newborn with a reset mind. They're trying to adapt, into this lifestyle, and for them to go through that kind of trauma when they were little, and as they're growing up, they start to learn, okay, this wasn't right back then, because they know about it now. And that's why people don't understand, some men or other people don't understand the fact that they've been quiet all this time. Like, the years of them being quiet all this time, they'll never get it until you walk through that, you go through that same situation, you'll understand. The reason why I'm saying that is because when I used to be young, I don't know what age, I used to be young, I can't remember what age, but I was really small. I didn't know what was going on at that time. I didn't know what was the meaning of sex. I didn't even know, like, my whole body type. Like, if you're a child and having being in a African lifestyle, you are not taught about all this stuff until you are older, like you're in a immature age, So the thing is, like, with children, they don't know anything at all. So for me to say that is because, like, when I was little, I had this, I think it was a teenager, 15 or 18, that's in between that age. For that boy, I don't know, a boy to be on top of me and looking at me like, I was just there. I didn't know what was going on, and he was laying on top of me, and I think he wanted to make another move because he kept moving his body, like, and looking at me. I'm just there. I don't know what's going on until my brothers came running towards me, and then he got off. And my brothers were little back then, so they don't know exactly what's going on as well. And as I grew up, I never spoke about this to anybody because I don't know what's going on. But if he made that move of what, like, go deeper, then my mom would have found out, But anyways, the thing is, as I grew up, it starts to come into my mind, like, oh my god, this guy nearly raped me, as you start learning more about all this life, and now people coming forward with it. I recently just started speaking about it, not recently, but I started speaking about I think last year or something. Yeah, because just clicking, there's always something that will come, that you will come across, and then it will remind you. It's like having to lose your memory, and then a memory comes through, and then it will, like, it will bring like a flashback. When you see in the movies, when someone bang their head, they lose their memories, and then something similar to their memories come through, then they'll remember. It's just like that. So I don't really blame these women for being quiet, because being a child as well, you're very very fearful, especially like growing up in African families. You get beaten up to a point that you get scared, So imagine, like, if that particular uncle or that particular man, tells that child, if you tell anybody, like, they'll beat you up, or your mom will beat you up if you tell them, or your dad will beat you up if you tell them, So all that fear, you stay with that fear in you, and it's damaging your inside to the point that most of these women wants to get rid of themselves, And to make it worse, there's no one to run to, because your guardians, the people that brought you into this world, are rejecting you, don't believe in you, don't want to take action. They choose the other family, they choose that particular person over you when they're the one hurting you. It's way too much, you know. So I don't really blame these women, and I'm happy somebody came forward and spoke about this, you know, and spoke about this. I came across a story when this thing was circulating on the internet. I came across a story that a young lady was molested at the age of 5 by this man, the dad, and then the sons, you know. So the dad was pretty much the image of those sons, because they usually follow up what their dad are doing. So I'm pretty sure they've seen what their dad are doing, and their dad is pretty much teaching them about women, blah blah blah. And then them going through him doing that to a child, it will give those, you know, the sons access to do that as well, you know. So this particular father, I don't even know how to say this. Damn. This particular father used to molest this child, 5-year-old child. Used to molest her. I don't even know how to say this, like, you know, like full on sexy, like eating her up and all of that, and then raping her. And then for his sons to come and do that to her, she's fully damaged. And I was really, you know, I was really proud of her for coming up with her story and putting it out there, because that is way too much. And for someone that age to speak about something like that, it's really embarrassing to our community, you know. It's embarrassing to those uncles, because they don't want their family to be discouraged, you know. So I am happy for these women to be like, you know what, the game is over. It's our turn to speak up, because our voices have been low for a very long time, you know, have been muted, you know, it has been turned down, you know. So I'm really proud of these women. I'm really proud of these women. Oh man. And if there's anything, you know, they're trying to come up with funds at the moment, and I'll let you guys know how we go. They're trying to come up with funds that people would donate, and then will help those, you know, most of the ladies to take their cases forward, so justice can be served for what they did, what those people did, you know. And it's just, most of the time those uncles or aunties are not even related to us. They're there because they're family friends, so they automatically become relative. So as you grow up, that's, you know, a sign of respect. You have to call them uncle or auntie. But to a point that I'm starting to teach my daughters, if anybody touch you there, come to me. Even if they say don't tell anybody, come to me and tell me. I know it's not a good age to teach them. They'll be asking me why, and I can't explain. Like, I don't even know how to explain to them yet. But I just told them that if anybody touch you guys down there, please come and tell me. Do not be afraid. Even if they tell you don't tell anybody, because they will use that, you know. And for the sons as well, you know, there's sons that go through that as well. They go through rape and being molested as well, because it's not right at all. And it's not right at all. It's not only women, but there's men, like there's sons that go through that as well, you know. And I'm pretty sure they'll like, if you know you've been molested as well, and you come through this video, you come across this video, please speak up. If you're a man that's been molested before, you know, come forward. Women can molest young ones as well, young boys. So come forward as well. We don't want to put it all, you know, all about women and leaving the other victims on the side, you know, other male victims on the side. So this is for everybody out there that have been molested, everybody that have been touched in wrong places, something that was not clicking at that time. Come forward and speak about it, you know, speak about it. And yeah, So let's try to teach our sons. But let's say with all of this, we try so much to like isolate kids, you know, when it comes to teaching them, when it comes to raising them. We intend to like, you know, we intend not to teach boys more about responsibilities, you know. Instead we let their father do that part. I know, yeah, like it's right, but sometimes they need that kind of remorse, they need that kind of like, you know, that woman thing in them, like doing house chores, you know, cooking, you know. Nowadays it's for their own survival as well, you know. Not trying to get out of topic or anything, but let's try to bring up our young, you know, our young boys to be those people that, you know, women, you need to protect the women, you know. Women are there for you to protect, not for you to, you know, hurt. So we need to put that in their minds all the time, you know. As a father, please, I beg you to do this for your son. And as a mother, you know, we will be there for our sons, trying to teach them the house chores as well, for their own survival, because when they end up moving out for themselves, they will need that. It's not because, you know, let's try to change this kind of lifestyle, like change it in a better perspective, you know. Don't put everything on women. Let everything be 50-50, you know. It's for their own good as well. We're teaching them for their own future. Don't take it the wrong way. But anyways, I think I'll conclude that video today. I'll conclude this video now, and I hope this will give you that are watching and don't have a voice, courage. That will give you courage to speak up and humiliate your predator the way they humiliated you. Yeah, stand up and be strong. You're stronger than them now because you've grown up with all that trauma, and you're here to speak about it. Put them down, step on them, you know. Do not be afraid. But for those that are putting lies out there, one thing, for those that are putting lies out there, you will lie right now and you face the consequences later. So if you know you're lying, please apologize before the situation gets worse. That's all I have to say. Apologize, because it's not right to humiliate somebody, innocent people, you know. It's not right because they've done you wrong. Nah, it doesn't work like that. Let revenge do that part, let karma do that part. But you don't work for karma. Don't work for karma. Work for your own self. Find yourself, you know. And yeah, that's all for today, angels. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, please don't forget to share this video so you can, you know, spread the voice, turn up the volume for others, you know. And yeah, thank you, angels, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care, guys. Take care, and always put God first. May God bless you guys. May God get you through all of this trauma, you know. May He heal you to heal others. May He do that. And may He bless you with your families abundantly. See you, angels.